I can make a firm pledge. Under my plan, no family making less than $250,000 a year will see any form of tax increase. Not your income tax, not your payroll tax, not your capital gains taxes, not any of your taxes.
Not any of your taxes, a firm pledge. Does that mean the president will veto any health care bill that includes a tax increase on people earning less than $250,000 a year?
Well, first of all, George, let's make a few points. The president has said whatever is done has to not add to the deficit. So that's one of the prerequisites for this bill. We've got issues with our budget. Everybody's aware of it. We don't want to add to our deficit. So this is going to have to be paid for. Two-thirds of the expenses, two-thirds of the expense of it under the president's plan and proposal would be done by transferring money within the health care system from Medicare on wasteful spending, giveaways to insurance and drug companies, and so on. And so we're talking about the final third. He has proposed a plan that would be in keeping with the promise that he made to cap deductions for the wealthiest Americans on their taxes. He still believes that's the way to go, and he has made a strong case to the House.
But he also said this week he was open to compromise on this, and as you know, the Senate is looking especially at this issue of capping the deductions for health care that employers and employees now get. That would be an tax increase for many families earning under $250,000, but the president said he was open to it, so that means that the tax pledge he made back in September is no longer operative?
Well, George, first of all, there are a lot of different formulations of that plan. The president has said in the past that he doesn't believe taxing health care benefits at any level is necessarily the best way to go here. He still believes that, but there are a number of formulations, and we'll wait and see. The important thing at this point is to keep the process moving, to keep people at the table, to keep the discussions going. We've gotten a long way down the road, and we want to finish that journey.
But if you're open to tax increases for people under $250,000, that means that the pledge he made last September in Dover is no longer operative.
George, I think the president's made clear the way he feels this should be funded, and that certainly is consistent with what he said during the campaign.
But he's not drawing a line in the sand. He said that.
Well, you know what? One of the problems we've had in this town is that people draw lines in the sand and they stop talking to each other, and you don't get anything done. That's not the way the president approaches this. He is very cognizant of protecting people, middle-class people, hardworking people who are trying to get along in a very difficult economy, and he will continue to represent them in these talks. But they're also dealing with punishing health care costs, and that's something that we have to deal with.